kids, ready to jump into the wild world of animals? Ever wondered why some critters are perfectly at home in the blazing hot desert while others prefer to hang out in the cool shady forest? Or why some sneaky animals seem to disappear right before our eyes? Well, we are going to unravel the coolest tricks animals have up their sleeves to make their homes in some of the craziest places on earth. We'll learn all about the awesome ways these guys have adapted to their habitats. We'll also figure out why some animals have fancy claws or super webbed feet. So buckle up, I'm Asha from Brain Nuggets and I am taking you on a wild ride through the animal kingdom where each creature has its own incredible survival story. Get ready to discover how these animals have changed themselves to fit right in with their surroundings. Who's excited? Let's get this animal party started.
The world of animals is amazing. They are found almost anywhere. On land, in air, on trees, and in water. This place where an animal lives, grows, and reproduces is called a habitat. On the basis of habitats, animals are broadly classified as terrestrial, arboreal, aquatic, aerial, amphibians. Terrestrial animals are animals living on land. For example, camel, elephant. Land animals can be further divided on the basis of whether they live on forests, deserts, polar regions, mountains, etc. Forest is a vast land densely covered by trees and plants. Forests provide shelter to animals like lion, tiger, deer, fox, elephant, monkey, etc. Animals in forests like bears, wolf may live in caves. Monkeys, sloth, koala lives on trees. Rabbits, moles, rats lives in burrows. Earthworm, snakes lives on forest floors. Deserts are sandy and dry areas that receive very little rainfall. They are usually hot during the daytime and cold during the night. Animals like camel, rattlesnake, etc. are found in the deserts. Mountainous regions are cold and often covered with snow. Animals like yak and mountain goat are found in mountainous regions. The regions near North and South poles on Earth are called polar regions. The region around North Pole is named Arctic region, and the region around South Pole is called Antarctic region. They are permanently covered with snow. Penguin, polar bear, Arctic fox, Arctic hare, etc. are some animals found in polar regions. Animals like monkey, squirrel, koala, sloth, etc. live on trees. These are called arboreal animals. Monkeys have strong limbs which help in climbing. Animals that live in water are called aquatic animals. Aquatic habitats can either be freshwater habitat or salty water habitat. Fresh water is naturally occurring water on Earth's surface. It contains minimal quantities of dissolved salts. Some examples of freshwater habitats are ponds, lakes, rivers, streams, etc. Animals living in freshwater include variety of fish like hilsa, rohu, guppy, birds like duck and swan, some insects like dragonfly, etc. The body of a fish is covered with a layer of flexible overlapping scales. Fishes have fins which help in swimming. Fishes break through gills. Salty water habitats include oceans and seas. An ocean is a vast and continuous body of saline water. It is the largest habitat on the Earth. A large variety of animals are found here. Some of them are whales, dolphins, seals, seahorse, and octopus. These animals are well adapted to live in salty water. Animals that stay mostly in air are called aerial animals. Example: birds, bats, etc. Birds build nests on trees. They have wings to fly with. Birds have hind legs which are differently modified for walking, running, hopping, or perching. They have hollow bones to reduce body weight as an adaptation to fly. Some birds, example ostrich, kiwi, emu, etc., cannot fly. They are called flightless birds. Animals that can live both on land and in water are called amphibians. Example toad, frog, etc. Different animals have different types of body covering. Body covering help animals to survive and to live in a particular habitat. It also helps the animal to keep its body warm and protect itself from predators. Types of body covering: cuticle, scales, shell, feathers, spines. Types of body covering: cuticle, body of insects like butterfly, grasshopper, beetle, etc. is covered by hard covering called the cuticle. It helps them to protect their soft body. Scales, body of fish, reptiles, etc. is covered with scales. Scales are present on the legs of birds. Scales are hard and overlapping structures that do not let water into the body of animal, thereby protecting the skin present underneath it. Fish scale are bony structures derived from the deeper layer of the skin known as dermal layer. Reptilian and bird skins are derived from superficial layer of skin known as epidermis. These scales are not separate detachable structures like fish scales. Instead, they are connected in a sheet. Shell, body of animals like snail, tortoise, armadillo, etc. is covered by hard covering commonly called a shell. Feathers, body of bird is covered with feathers which protect it from rain, and cold feathers help to keep a bird's body warm. Flight feathers present in wings help the birds to fly. Feathers of some birds like peacock have beautiful patterns and are brightly colored. Spines, bodies of some animals like spiny anteater, hedgehog, and porcupine are covered with needle-like outgrowths called spines. They act as an armor to protect the animals from enemies. Eating habits of animals. All animals eat food for growth and development. Different animals have different eating habits. Body parts of animals like teeth and mouth are adapted variously to suit their eating habits. According to the eating habits, animals are classified as herbivorous, carnivores, and omnivores. Herbivores. Animals that eat only plants and plant products are called as herbivores. Examples are cow, sheep, goat, zebra, etc. They have sharp front teeth called incisors for cutting and large flat back teeth called the premolars for grinding and chewing. Carnivores. Animals that eat flesh of other animals are called carnivores. Example lion, tiger, etc. Carnivores have sharp and pointed teeth called canines that help them to tear the flesh. They have strong premolars and molars for chewing flesh. Omnivores. Animals that eat both plants and animals are called omnivores. Example bear, humans, etc. They have sharp and flat incisors for biting and flat and broad premolars and molars for grinding and chewing. Animals that feed on dead animals are called scavengers, example vulture, hyena, etc. Some animals called rodents like rabbits, rats, and squirrels gnaw their food. Their front teeth are sharp and strong. Breathing methods of animals. Animals breathe continuously to stay alive. During breathing, oxygen-rich air is taken in and carbon dioxide-rich air is given out. Oxygen burns the food within their bodies and releases energy for various activities. Animals get their oxygen supplied from their surroundings. Terrestrial animals take oxygen from air, while aquatic animals take oxygen dissolved in water according to their habitats. Different animals have different organs for breathing. Through skin. Earthworms breathe through their moist skin. Microscopic animals like amoeba paramecium breathe through their body surfaces. Frogs breathe through lungs when on land, and through their moist skin when in water. Through spiracles. Insects like butterfly, grasshopper, dragonfly, cockroach, etc. breathe through air holes on their body surface called spiracles. The air travels to each part of the insect's body through a network of tiny tubes called the tracheae. Air enters through circles, passes through tracheae to reach tissues. In tissues, oxygen is taken in and carbon dioxide is given out, which is removed through spiracles. Through gills. Aquatic animals like fish, tadpole, prawns, etc. breathe through gills. Gills are feathery organs full of blood vessels. A fish keeps gulping water through the mouth and pushes it through gill passage. As water passes through thin walls of gills, blood vessels in the gills take in the oxygen dissolved in water through lungs. Animals belonging to higher group, that is reptiles, birds, and mammals breathe through lungs which are paired elastic bag-like structures. Below the lungs lie the diaphragm. Rib cage, lungs, and diaphragm work together during breathing. When air is taken in, it enters the body through the nostrils and passes through the windpipe to reach the lungs. The lungs are richly supplied with blood vessels and lungs. Exchange of gases occurs between the blood and the air. Oxygen is absorbed into the blood, while carbon dioxide is given out. Carbon dioxide passes out of the body through nostrils, following the same path in reverse order. Whales and dolphins are aquatic mammals that breathe through lungs. They get oxygen from air for this. They come to water surface to breathe. They breathe through blowholes. Movement in animals. Ability to move from place to place is called the locomotion. It helps animals to search for food, protect themselves from enemies, etc. Animals that move on land. Animals can stand upright and walk on their hind limbs like humans. Walk with both hind limbs and forelimbs like horse, deer, and leopard. Hop and jump on the hind limbs like kangaroo, rabbit. Crawl on the ground like crocodile, lizard, and slither like snakes. Animals that swim. Animals living in water swim with the help of their fins like fishes. Swim with webbed feet like duck, swan, etc., and swim with flippers like sea turtles and penguins. Animals that fly. Aerial animals use their wings to fly. And birds like eagle, pigeon, sparrow, etc. Wings are actually modified forelimbs. Birds have strong flying muscles attached to their wings that help them to fly. Bats also possess wings for flying. Bat wings are modified tetrapod forelimbs. Insects, example, butterfly, house, fly, honeybee, etc. have four wings and hind wings made up of scales that help them to fly. Adaptation. In animals, adaptation is the adjustment of organisms to their environment in order to improve their chances of survival in that environment. Different types of adaptations are migration, camouflage, mimicry, migration. Migration refers to long-distance movement of animals to escape unfavorable conditions. Arctic tern travels from Arctic region to Antarctic region and back again each year. The average round-trip length of these birds is 71,000 kilometers, making this the longest migration of any animal in the world. Humpback whale travels from Antarctic to their tropical breeding ground in coastal water of Australia by covering a distance of 4,000 kilometers. Locusts are the most destructive migratory insects. They form swarms and travel approximately 5 to 130 kilometers per day and destroy each crops that come in their way. Monarch butterflies migrate from Canada to Mexico, where they cluster together from late October through March. At least 5 generations take part in completing this annual migratory cycle. Salmon migrate from sea to fresh water to breed. After breeding, they die. Young salmons hatch out from eggs and start migration to sea from freshwater. Camouflage. The ability of an organism to blend with the surroundings so that it gets unnoticed from its prey and predator is called the camouflage. Chameleon changes color to blend with the surroundings. Polar bear has white fur so it easily blends with the white, snowy background. Stonefish is also an example of animals showing camouflage. Mimicry. Mimicry is a phenomenon wherein an organism resembles another organism or some inanimate object to such an extent that they look alike. It is a device to protect oneself from predators or to easily catch prey. For example, viceroy butterfly mimics the monarch butterfly to protect itself from predators. Leaf insects mimic leaves of plants to remain unnoticed by prey and predators. Hope you enjoyed today's video lesson. I spend a lot of time and effort creating these educational content, so it would really help if you let me know whether you like my video or not with your comments and hitting the like button. Also, if you want more of these videos, kindly subscribe to my channel if you have not yet subscribed. Thank you for watching.